Okay, hi again everyone. We are now on page 7 of our class notes for Calc 3, and we're in section 12.2 about vectors. We're looking at properties of vector operations right now. So if I have three vectors, u, v, and w, again in bold means vectors, and I have two scalars, a, b, not bold, they mean scalars, not vectors, just numbers. Here's all the different operations with vectors that we're going to do commonly. We'll get very used to it, no problem. If I have u plus v, that's the same thing as adding v plus u. I won't prove these are very simple to prove, but you can just think of it on your own. Remember, adding vectors was adding the like components throughout the vector, so it wouldn't matter what order. Adding 2 plus 3 is the same as adding 3 plus 2, so it doesn't matter the order. And anyways, you can go through all these. Adding u plus the 0 vector will just give me u back. Taking the scalar 0 times the vector u will give me the 0 vector, right? You're going to bring the 0 in and multiply it times each component of the vector, so you get the 0 vector, etc., etc. Just read through those, make sure that those make sense to you. I think they're pretty easy to see. Okay, so what's a unit vector? I'll often use the word, let's make a unit vector, the unit vector, etc. So we need to understand what a unit vector is. So a vector, let's call it v, of length 1 is called a unit vector. So if any vector that's length 1 is called a unit vector. The standard unit vectors, if I say, let's talk about the standard unit vectors, these are the vectors commonly referred to as I, j, and k. They essentially point 1 unit out along each of the axes. So this is pointing 1 unit out along the x-axis. The vector 1, 0, 0. That length is 1, easily to see, right? Add up 1 squared, 0 squared, 0 squared, square root is 1. The length of j is 1, etc. So j is pointing in the y direction along the y-axis, 0, 1, 0. And k is pointing along the z-axis, 0, 0, 1. So these are called the standard unit vectors. Now, any vector, any other vector that's written in component form can actually be written as what's called a linear combination of these standard unit vectors. It means some number times I plus some number times j plus some number times k. That's what the words linear combination mean. So I can show you really quickly that that's easy to see, because if I have the vectors v, the vector v, which has the components v1, v2, v3, that's the same thing as writing the vector v1, 0, 0, plus the vector 0, v2, 0, plus the vector 0, 0, v3, right? You see, adding those would easily get me back to there. Then I could factor the v1 out of this guy. It'd be v1 now as a scalar times 1, 0, 0, v2 times 0, 1, 0, and v3 times 0, 0, 1. So that's I, that's j, that's k. So it's v1i plus v2j plus v3k. So the vector v with 3 components can also be written, this is called written in component form, and this is called written in standard form. Okay, so this is v1i plus v2j plus v3k. Any unit vector that's in the direction of v is just take v, no matter what its length is, divide it by its length. This now has length 1. Okay, so that's a unit vector in the direction of v. So for example, let's find a unit vector u in the direction of the vector from p1 to p2. Okay, so first of all, we got to find the vector p1 to p2. So subtract common components. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. And 0 minus 1 is negative 1. So that's the vector 2, 2 minus 1, or in standard form, 2i plus 2j minus k. Now what's the length of that vector? The length of that vector is you square each component and then take the square root of them after you add them. So 2 squared plus 2 squared plus minus 1 squared, square root of 9. The length of that vector is 3. How do I turn it into a unit vector? Just take the vector and divide it by its own length. That makes it a unit vector. So the vector 2i plus 2j minus k divided by 3, same thing as 2/3 I plus 2/3 j minus 1/3 k. That is now a unit vector u, but in the direction of v, or the vector p1, p2.